Keep watching for lots of knitting and crochet on Yarn Lane. You don't need to change channels. Pop the kettle on and meet us back here in a couple of minutes. You can also watch on the Yarn Lane YouTube channel and Facebook Live. To get a sneaky peek of the products featured on the show and shop, please go to the Yarn Lane website at www.yarnlane.com or via our UK call centre on 0800 4 700 600. And remember, if you've already shopped with Sewing Street today, you won't pay any more postage and packaging for shopping with Yarn Lane because it's 1p&p across both channels all day.
Missed the live show? Don't worry, we recorded it for you. Never miss out on your favourite presenters, guests and makes ever again. Head on over to our YouTube pages to watch back the day's live show and enjoy your favourite demos over and over again. We also have lots of great content exclusive to our YouTube pages, such as product demonstrations, troubleshooting videos, and so much more. Subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you never miss a show or video ever again.
Follow Sewing Street and Yarn Lane on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with what's coming up on the show, as well as being the first to know about our amazing offers. Get involved with our competitions that are exclusive to social media. And pick up some top tips from us too.
Have you heard about Yarn Lane, a TV show dedicated to knitting, crochet and all things yarn, bringing you demonstrations from our expert guests as well as the latest tools. And find out what's coming up on the show by following us on Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe to our email newsletter or visit the programme guide on our website at www.yarnlane.com.
Hi everybody, welcome to Yarn Lane. I'm sorry we're a little bit late. We overran on Sewing Street and we've got so many wonderful things to share with you in this show. Yarn Lane today is all about you and me, and it's a fantastic concept from Stylecraft, which I absolutely love, using the most beautiful, beautiful yarn, which I'm going to share with you, the You and Me yarn. I'm a huge fan of Stylecraft yarns. They produce some of the best yarns that I've used for years. Just love working with them. And the You and Me yarn is another of my favourites because I love self-striping and self-patterning yarns. I love yarns that do some of the work for me and create a really beautiful look. And this yarn has almost like a sort of batik-y, mottled effect. It absolutely screams spring, summer, relaxed, on the beach, in the park, you know, just in the garden. Lovely layers, and the yarns are so, so beautifully soft. Part of the reason for that is because of the composition of the yarn, which I'll talk about in a little while. But essentially, you've got 80% premium acrylic, and then you've got 20% cashmere effect polyamide. And it's that which gives the yarns almost the feel of like a cotton yarn almost, but without the heaviness, without the weight. So you don't get that sort of drop in a knitted or crocheted garment. With it, it stays really springy and is, of course, machine washable. Now, the concept of You and Me is knitting for adult and daughter, so mother, grandmother, aunt, whatever, and daughter, to create a kind of a me and a mini-me version, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. we really struggle here, I'm afraid, with child mannequins. So what I've had to do, let me bring this one over so you can see. So this, for example, is the adult cardigan. And then there is a child's version put over a rather huge mannequin. But a child's version of that same cardigan. Now, Paul, our director, did offer to wear it, but I didn't really feel like that would look. But how gorgeous is that yarn? The effect of it is absolutely beautiful. Really gorgeous. And this pattern actually features a little cable, a very simple cable design that you can just see running through. Very, very simple to do. It's just a 4-stitch cable and a little bit of reverse stocking stitch. So super simple to make, but so effective. And the yarn colours are absolutely gorgeous. Now, why don't we start with Olivia, as we've got those. I'm going to bring these over. Now, what we've done here is to bring you the pattern and then either the yarn for the adult version or the yarn for the child version. And I'm going to run through sizes and talk to you about yarn quantities as well. So this is the Olivia women's jacket and or sweater pattern. Okay, so there is actually, if you can just about see down there, if you don't like the cardigan version, there is actually a sweater version. Now, the adult version goes up to a size 18. So there are 3 size bands in the adult, 8 to 10, 12 to 14, and 16 to 18. But it is quite a relaxed fit. Just to give you an indication of the largest size, the full length of the largest size, 25¼ inches centre back. The cardigan, 45 centimetres, inches, no, centimetres, beg your pardon. No, that is inches, sorry. And then the cardigan, full length, 24½. So it equates to an 8 to 10, 12 to 14, or 16 to 18. Now, what you're getting in here, you're getting 6 balls of yarn, each ball 100 grams, and that's enough to knit the largest size. So if you're knitting one of the smaller sizes, you will have a little left over, but not loads. The smallest size uses 5 balls, the medium and the large size both use 6. So, and I think to have a little bit of that left over wouldn't be a problem at all. That also works for the sweater as well. So you use exactly the same amount. Gorgeous, gorgeous colour. Now, what you'll need to make this design in terms of needles, by the way, is you'll need 4mm needles for the main knitting, and then you'll also need cable needle and stitch holder for the neck. Cable needle throughout. I tend to use, to be honest with you, I use a double-pointed needle when I'm doing cabling, but if you've got a cable needle, absolutely fine. For the cardigan, you'll need 7 buttons as well. But I think that's lovely, and I love the mix of colours, that kind of lovely soft moss green, that turquoise, that cream, and that very, very soft sort of very pale buttery yellow. It's gorgeous. Absolutely lovely. So that's the adult option in Olivia. Now we also do a child's version of that. So again, the concept is that it is a scaled down version. I don't know if we have any of these images, or shall I just show you on the front of the pattern? I think it's a really lovely idea. So you can see exactly the same design, but scaled down for children. Now, the child's version, £19.99 for that. Size-wise, it's to fit age dress sizes. So just to give you a rough idea, 1 to 2 years, 3 to 5 years, or 7 to 9 years. So these are the sizes. for the child version, chest size 26 to 28 inches for the chest size. And that uses up to 4 balls. So what you're getting in your kit there are 4 balls of this really gorgeous Stylecraft You and Me yarn. Such a clever yarn this, because it is dyed to create these gorgeous kind of soft, almost batik-y stripes of colour. Looks so effective. Looks like you've worked really hard to create those stripes, and in fact it's just simple knit and purl. There's a little bit of very simple cabling in this one, but it is a very, very simple cable design. You can just see there love that. Love self-striping or self-patterning yarns. Makes you look cleverer than you are. That's what I always tell myself. I do love a bit of that. Super soft yarn that. It is so soft and squidgy. Absolutely gorgeous against a child's skin. And, you know, I think a lot of us worry about using things like wool for children's knits because of skin irritation and so on. This is an 80% premium acrylic and 20% cashmere effect polyamide, and what that creates is this buttery soft, super soft yarn that is going to be so comfortable next to the skin. It actually has the look, it has a slightly matte look to the yarn, which gives it an almost like cotton-like look. And certainly the way it's dyed as well reminds me of kind of cotton yarn that's been batik dyed, but without that heaviness, without that weight. Now I've got a FIFO review from Ivy Ann, who's in Lincolnshire. And Ivy Ann's previously bought the kit from us. I'm really looking forward to using this yarn. It feels lovely and soft in the ball. I mean, it really is absolutely gorgeous and squishy. Perfect for children's knits, but also perfect for adults too. And I love the fact as well, and I hope you've noticed as well, that if I just turn this around, you get just the same kind of striping and batik-y effects in the child's version as you do in the adults. Just lovely, isn't it? And it does, in my experience certainly, it makes doing things like stocking stitch, like a back, much more interesting, because rather than being one plain colour, which just seems endless sometimes, you've got that variation in colour and you can see and feel the progress as you're knitting. So lovely, really nice relaxed knit that. That's Olivia. You and Me, adult and girls version. Remember, the girls version goes up to a age 9 size, and then the women's goes up to a size 18. Women's one absolutely flying. We're on single figures already. Now I'm just going to move the girls out of the way slightly and just move the ladies in. So I just want to show you as well. So on the back of this one, and I love the fact that you've got the option of knitting up either the cardigan, as we've got shown here, or you can knit up the sweater version. You've got enough yarn to do either of those in the largest size. So you've got that lovely sort of staggered cable all over effect. And I love the idea of using cable as an all over fabric. I think it's gorgeous. And it kind of breaks up that stripe, adds even more interest to it, but it's so simple to do. And then I'm just going to twist the mannequin around just so that you can see that on the back, a nice relaxed knit. Doesn't that look stunning? I mean, absolutely beautiful in that self-patterning yarn. I love this little bit of almost like a sort of checkerboard in the green, the chartreuse and cream. Fab. you'd think it would be much more complex. I know I sit knitting on the train a lot with self-patterning yarns, and I'm always getting people stop and saying, how are you doing that? How is it all patterned? And they just want to see the ball of yarn to see how it works. It really is clever. This yarn, I just say, look, I'm really clever. I can say no more. And again, plain stocking stitch sleeves. So nice and relaxed knit, but lovely interest on the front in that staggered cable design. This is the cardigan. You can also knit a sweater version, which has that same kind of like round neck, still lovely relaxed shape, but in a sweater. It has the cable detail on the front, and again, the plain stocking stitch background. I'm just ready for the beach with this, don't you think? It's definitely that kind of spring, summer, nice little cover up, little walk in the spring or in the summer, or as evenings get a bit cooler. I'm romanticising about spring and summer to make the coldness go away. But now is a great time, isn't it, to start working on those spring and summer knits. So important to have them in hand. So that's Olivia. Now next up, can we go really pink? This is so pretty. Love this. Now I'm going to just move the mannequin. Oh, I can show you a better view than that. This is absolutely lovely. Really lovely. Slightly longer line cardigan. Again, women's and girls. I'm just going to grab the actual child's garment to show you. We've got the women's details up on screen, but you can see the same effect. That's the point of You and Me. It's all about knits which are designed for adults and girls that are the same. Really cute. Now this colourway is beautiful because it's got those lovely shell pinks mixed with sand and putty and cream shades. Again, very beachy. This shade is called Sophia. It's lovely, isn't it? What I like about this is a nice, easy, relaxed knit. It's stockinette throughout, stocking stitch, front and back. And then it's got a moss stitch, button band and neckline. And also, let me just show you on the sleeve, it's got that same moss stitch in the cuff and in the welt around the bottom too. So you've got that there too. 4mm needles again used throughout, and you're going to use 5 buttons on the girls and 7 buttons on the adults. 1, 2, 3, oh no, 5 for both. Beg your pardon, 5 for both. Now let me go through sizes. It's delicious, isn't it, this yarn? Now we're talking ladies' sizes now, so you're getting 7 balls. 7 balls of yarn here. Now that is enough again to make the largest size. So you've got an 8 to 10, you've got a small, medium, large, 8 to 10, a 12 to 14 and a 16 to 18. Bust measurements there, 30 to 32 on your small, 34 to 36 on your medium and 38 to 40 on the large. Back length, cardigan 26 inches and sweater 44.5 inch around the chest, and the length is 25.25. So a little bit longer length. Love that. Love the pinks and the taupes and the tans together. It's feminine, but also I think having the tan in there just gives it that sort of sophisticated look and brings it sort of beachy as well. It's great with denim, doesn't it? Really cool. Love it. I can't get over how much the yarn looks and to some extent feels like cotton, but it's got that lovely springiness and it doesn't have the weight of cotton, so it's not going to pull out of shape. It's not going to feel heavy on. But it does have that lovely, it's got that slightly sort of matte finish to the yarn. I think that's gorgeous. Works really well with these mother of pearl buttons, doesn't it? Now the adult version, as I say, $32.99, and you're getting enough yarn there to make the largest size. The child's version we'll go to now because we are very limited stock on that. This would make a gorgeous knit for a granddaughter, wouldn't it? Or your daughter or niece. Absolutely super. Now this one, the child's version, size-wise again, we're going age dress sizes 1 to 2 years, 3 to 5, or 7 to 9. You're going to use up to 4 balls of yarn. So you're getting 4 balls of yarn in your kit plus the pattern. Again, you'll use 4mm needles, and for the cardigan, 5 buttons. Now, in terms of measurements on the child size, the cardigan chest size 18 to 20 inches on the small, the 1 to 2 years, 22 to 24 inch chest on the medium, or 3 to 5, and then 26 to 28 inches on the 7 to 9 year old. Lovely. Oh, just want to get some needles and cast on. It's lovely. Yeah, they are super. And like I say, really, really nice for spring and summer. I mean, great through the winter too, of course. They'll be nice and snuggly. But they've also got that nice sort of lightness and that lovely sort of almost like cotton-like feel for spring and summer. Yeah, it is. It's that cashmere-like fibre in there. It's absolutely brilliant. It's a cashmere effect polyamide that just creates the softest, squidgiest. Yes. Are we going on holiday? Ready to go away for the weekend? Pack a little cardie. I mean, they're perfect, aren't they? Really gorgeous. And on the child's version for $19.99, isn't it, for the child's? You're getting 4 balls of yarn, and each ball is 100 grams. Lengthwise on that, you've got 224 yards, 205 metres, and you get 4 balls. Ever so pretty. My lovely friend Carrie, she has 2 daughters, and she loves to do kind of like Mummy and Me outfits, where the girls and her kind of have the same cardigan or the same printed t-shirt. I know they would love these. Her girls, I think, are about 4 and nearly 6, something like that. Perfect age for these. These go up to age 9 years. So that's our lovely pink version, Olivia. Now then, we've also got another option. This is, so, Ava. Yep. Yes. Got you. Yes. Okay, so this one, now the green cardigan that we had a look at earlier, this is the sweater version. Now the good news is that actually all you've got to decide is which colour you like better, because actually you can knit the sweater or you can knit the jacket. It's entirely up to you. You've got enough yarn. This is stunning. Absolutely stunning. How good would this look with jeans? Because it's got that sort of almost blue jean colour in there, kind of faded blue jeans, but then mixed in with some raspberry and some baby pink and just a little bit of white as well. I think it's really lovely. Now you're getting 6 balls of yarn there, and that is enough to make the largest size in the ladies for $28.99. It's a fantastic price for a sweater, hand knit sweater. Gorgeous knit. Size wise again, 8 to 10 is a 30 to 32 inch chest or bust, 12 to 14 is a 34 to 36 inch bust, and then the 16 to 18 fits up to a 40 inch bust. 6 balls of yarn, size 4mm needles, and that's how the design looks knitted up as a sweater. Love that. Now I'm just going to check in the pattern. third of the stock has gone. Now the sweater is actually knitted plain. It's stocking stitch front and back. I'm just wondering if the sleeves, yeah, the sleeves have the cable detail. So things have been switched around. These aren't identical, just a cardigan version. You're getting the cable pattern, that kind of staggered cable on the sleeves, whereas on the cardigan version, the cable pattern is on the front and then the sleeves are plain. So your sweater version has sleeves that have this pattern on, but the front and back of your sweater are actually plain stocking stitch. So I really like that. You could mix and match. I dare say if you wanted to, you could do that cable pattern all over. Possibly. I don't think it's going to affect the tension too much, adding in that cable pattern. That colourway is absolutely gorgeous, and that colourway is called Ava. Absolutely lovely. 6 balls, shades of denim and white, baby pink, raspberry mixed together. Absolutely stunning. Love it. And then last of all, we have got the children's version. So children's version, again, sweater shown in the picture. This has 4 balls of yarn, which again is enough to make up to a size to fit an average 9-year-old, 7 to 9-year-old. It's the Ava jacket or cardigan. Remember, you can pick whether you make the cardigan or the sweater, as we've shown here, in that gorgeous colourway of denim blues, raspberry pink and white. Just so relaxed, aren't they? Just team that with blue jeans and a GWS. Great white shirt. That's so 1980s cosmopolitan, believe me. A GWS, great white shirt, rather than a great white shark. Yeah, but just gorgeous. Can you imagine? There's your holiday wardrobe for the weekend. Jeans, shorts, white shirt, Ava sweater or cardigan. Perfect, absolutely perfect. These are so soft and sumptuous, these yarns. I can't get over. More of the children's version in baskets than we actually have stock for, so please, please do check out your basket and make sure that you're getting your preferred option. I mean, any of the options are gorgeous. They really are gorgeous, but I want you to get exactly what you want when you do your ordering. Great thing about this yarn, You and Me, it's so clever because you get that wonderful stripy, marley, almost Fair Isle in some areas effect. And simply all you have to do is cast on and knit. There's no colour changes to do whatsoever. The yarn itself is an acrylic, but it is a premium, super soft acrylic, and it has that 20% cashmere-like fibre in there as well, which make it, my goodness me, the softest yarn. It is just beautiful and bouncy. Now, washing instructions, just to go through those, because I think they're super important. Machine washable at 30 degrees. Okay. A cool tumble dry. Love that. Love that. I was washing sweaters before I came away for work, and none of them were tumble dryable. So all of them had to be dried flat. And I mean, children's clothes, or if this is going to be holiday clothes, you need them to wash and wear, don't you? You can cool iron. I would always do that through a pressing cloth and very cautiously with acrylic yarn. You may dry clean, but it's machine washable at 30 degrees. So absolutely fab. Oh, which colour? Which colour? It's so hard, isn't it? I can't decide. I can't decide. Now, adult Ava, we have got 8 of those left. That's this one right here. Now remember, you get enough yarn in the pack for £28.99. You can make the cardigan, you can make the sweater, either of them. You just choose, and you can make up to the largest size. Oh, so lovely, gorgeous. Now the first set, the green, this is Olivia. Olivia, let me just remind you of Olivia. Now we've got the gorgeous model. Let me grab Olivia. Love this. Super clever pattern this, because you've got the cardigan or the sweater style. We've just seen it in the Ava colourway. This is Olivia this time. This is the gorgeous turquoise and chartreuse green, that soft moss green and cream, and a little bit of just buttery yellow. Gorgeous. Cardigan version features a round neck, button right from the neck all the way down. It's got this broken cable or staggered cable in the front. How cool does that look? Absolutely beautiful. So lovely. And the setting for the photography, well, it's exactly everything you want to be. Now on the sweater, if you want to, you love the green colourway, then you can knit either the cardigan or the sweater up to the largest size. Remember, on the cardigan, the broken cable is on the front, the sleeves and the back are plain stocking stitch. On the sweater, the front and the back are plain stocking stitch, and the sleeves have that cable design in them. So you can mix and match. I love that idea. And you can get the adult and the child's version and really go for you and me, both in the same gorgeous outfit. Love that. Now then, I've got one more option for you. This is really, really pretty. This is the version called Grace colourway. Lilacs, very soft turquoise and very pale blue. Should we start childs or adults? Let's go adults, okay. So this one is the simpler, plainer stocking stitch cardigan or sweater. Here's the sweater version. Love that. Now that's actually got a band down the centre of moss stitch. Okay, so rather than having the moss stitch rib and button band, as you see on the cardigan, it's actually got that down the centre. But the vast majority of this is stocking stitch. Looks lovely with the shirt underneath, doesn't it? Yeah. Really pretty, that. And that features really soft pastel, sort of sugared almond colours, really. Let me grab the yarn and show you. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Now, because this is a longer line cardigan, you're actually getting 7 balls of yarn here, so £32.99 for the Grace cardigan. This will do up to the largest size, which remember is an 18, up to a 40-inch chest. You're getting 7 balls. And each one features this absolutely gorgeous range of colours, from, there's almost like a very soft mint green in there, through a baby blue, white, and then shades of lilac, through almost like a sort of wisteria. It's ever so pretty. And again, would work really well with white, like white cotton shirt, blue jeans, or white linen trousers would look lovely. Yeah, beautiful. And remember, of course, with this colourway, you love the colourway, but you want to make the cardigan. We're showing you there in a sweater. You've got absolutely the right amount of yarn there to make the cardigan if you prefer. So don't feel limited. So £32.99 for the adult version, and then last of all in the You and Me range we've got the children's version. Now the child's version again fits up to 7 to 9 years age size. Chest size wise, the 1 to 2 years is 18 to 20 inch chest, 3 to 5 years is 22 to 24 inch chest, and the 7 to 9 years is a 26 to 28 inch chest. And these are nice quick knits. It's a double knit yarn, 4mm needles you'll need. I can never ever find my 4mm needles because I use them so much. I tend to buy new needles, 4mm needles, more than any other. That's maybe just me. Don't think so. Can you always find your needles? We have got needles on the show if you need them. Fab. So that's the Grace Lilacs. Really pretty, really pretty. Now, you might remember on, I think it was the day after Boxing Day, we had a really nice accessories show, again from Stylecraft. I just wanted to mention this kit that we've got here. I'm just going to open it up because I want to show you what you make. Is it open? No. Okay. There we go. There we go. This is gorgeous, isn't it? A rectangular knitted wrap or shawl, and then the lovely soft rose pink berry. Now this is made using Stylecraft Highland Heathers yarn. Now I'm going absolutely nuts for this yarn at the moment. I'm loving it. Let me just show you. I'm currently making this triangular scarf. And although it's shown there on a woman, I'm making it for me because actually worn with the triangle at the front kind of wrapped around, it looks so gorgeous. I'm absolutely loving knitting that. Highland Heathers is a premium acrylic. It has got these wonderful kind of heathered colours in it. This shade is called Hawthorn. Isn't it beautiful? Sorry, Tayberry, beg your pardon. Tayberry. Absolutely gorgeous kind of deep berry shade. You'll use that for the wrap. It's really simply knitted, the wrap. It's a beginner project, really. And then the beret is knitted in this wonderful soft pink. That's called Wild Salmon. And the beret itself is very easy. It's just a very simple lace pattern that's just consisted of yarn overs. So very, very simple knitting that. £19.99, and you get all the yarn to make this really lovely large wrap and the beret as well. Absolutely super. But if you wanted perhaps to make this hat, this cuffed hat instead to go with your shawl, still be in the salmon, but you've got enough yarn to make that instead if you prefer. So you can kind of mix and match. If you wanted to make a triangular shawl using all the balls, you need 4 balls, but you could do that too. So you could mix and match a little bit. Love those. Well, Yarn Lane is back on Monday. With Rebecca Reed. I'm going to leave you now. I'll be back tomorrow as a guest at 8 AM over on Sewing Street, so I hope you'll join us. If you've never tried Sewing Street before, do come over and have a look. We have a great time. Thank you for your company. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Happy knitting, happy crochet, whatever you're doing, and I will see you very soon.